I come down to this spot here, Paul. I can't believe the garbage, dude. I got to clean up garbage like you wouldn't believe. That's fine. I'm going to clean it up because if not, one of the homeowners near here does, and I don't believe it's fair to them. We need to get a sign posted down here. They even had a bag. It's like they had a bag too. They littered a bag, so they had a bag to clean up the garbage, and they didn't. Like, that's wild, eh? I don't know if we're live or not. Who knows? Hey, thanks, Team U. Thanks for coming in, bud. How you doing? It is a beautiful place if folks would clean up their garbage, so I'm going to do that before I get going. Because I can't handle, I can't handle, um, I can't handle working in a mess. You know what I mean? Whether it's, I, um, I can't believe how messy it is here. Disgusts me, actually. It's like wrong. You should get your rights removed to the outdoors if you're going to treat it like this. Guys, look at how bad this is. Look, 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 they had a bag. Look, another bag. Like, brutal, man. I'm not willing to work in this area. I'm not working, I'm fishing, but dude, it's wrong. It's wrong, man. Leave spots how you found them, or better than you found them. What's going on, guys? 17 people in the house. Rock that like. Appreciate you coming in. Just gonna clean up some garbage from other anglers. At least I'm gonna pile it up for now. It's totally wrong. Wrong. But it's all good. We're not gonna let it cramp our style. We're just gonna get it into a pile. And then I got larger bags actually in my truck. Because if I don't clean this up, an older gentleman that lives in this area, and it's not fair to him. I don't get the thought process of some people's kids. Please clean up after yourselves if you go to a fishing spot. All right, guys, this is what we're doing here. 11 people in the house. I know I'm getting negative, so it's going to scare people away. And YouTube isn't going to push the stream. We're fishing for invasive species here. We're going for goldfish. That's our plan. There's goldfish here. There's carp. We can see them rolling out there right now. See, that's a nice carp. It looks like rolling. We'll rapidly see that going on throughout this water body. But what we're targeting is invasive goldfish is our plan. Appreciate the likes. Trying something new today as well. You guys ever heard of this stuff? P-line. It's 12-pound test. And I got it so when I'm going for larger fish. I know a guy that uses this as leader material. And Rock's saying, has no problem. Out on the lake trolling with this as a leader. Going from braid to this. Only 12 pound. And he's reeling in some big fish. Now, here's the next thing. What's this stuff made out of? Like, I thought maybe I was buying fluorocarbon. I got some help. I was talking to some anglers in a store. Nice carp flipping right here, guys. I got some help by some other anglers in the store. Look what that says. The ultimate copolymer fishing line. So I read up on it, and I don't know if it's a combination between floral and mono. Is that what I believe? I think that's what it is. And they talked me into moss green too. They said I won't be upset by getting the moss green. They said it's invincible out there. So I'm gonna hook up a leader before we get casting. We're gonna go 20-pound braid to this 12-pound leader on a swivel, couple of sinkers, worm, and I think that's what's gonna bring in the invasive fish. The estimator, what's up? What's the bait? Why is that bait? The bait's gonna be worm, bro. Seems to work well for the goldfish. Let me just mute you guys for a quick second. You guys don't mind? You guys don't mind? But there's active fish. There's fish rolling. I mean, I can see 4 fish right now rolling, hitting the surface. We got like 1.5 to 3 feet of water here in this spot. I've never gone the other side to see if there is like a deep channel or an old river system that's a little deeper. I mean, if you look around us, you see the high trees. It's hill. It's hill. So this is recessed down. Tons of sediment down in here. It's just the way it goes. It's just the way it is. Goldfish, why are we catching them? To take them out of the water. It's a little different. It's out of the ordinary. Invasive species, it's why not catch them? I don't catch fish to eat. I'm more of a researcher. And I just love fish life, and I love our lakes and rivers and the outdoors. And I'm going to enjoy pulling goldfish out of here if we can get any to bite. Yeah. But if I zoom us in here a little bit, every time I see fish rolling, I'll zoom over to them while I get this set up. Give me 2 seconds, guys. 4 of us in here. It looked like I was going to get on streams. I talked a little bit negative about the garbage, and that does not help. If you're looking to do well on a live stream and get folks coming in and getting YouTube pushing you out there, anything negative, they're going to shut you down. They're not going to push it. Heads up. I think we all know that. Makes sense. There's enough negativity in the world, right? Why publicize more negativity kind of idea, right? All right, so here, zoom into there. I guarantee while I'm getting this lined up, you guys will see some doing some cartwheeling out there. Whoops, there's one. They're just everywhere. They're rapidly popping up and surfacing today. The carp are smart though. I don't think I'm gonna catch a common carp. They're smart. They're smart. I can get all the carp gear I want. Whoop, something right there in front of us, guys. This might be pretty good. They might be on fire. We'll find out. Huh? Oh, no. I appreciate that. I mean, all you got to do is get yourself a fishing license if you want to start catching fish to eat. And get out there and start enjoying the outdoors. And if you're in my area, I can recommend you the place to go to get gear, set you right up. Very knowledgeable people. Never steer you wrong. Look at that one coming up. There's some big fish in here. But they're smart, guys. They're like super IQ smart. Super IQ smart. Like, they're just so smart. There's like, you can bring the most professionalist carp angler, and I know a lot of carp anglers, not only my 2 buddies that hang around this channel. I talk fishing to everybody I come across. Ask what they fish for. If I'm out and about, I could be at a gas station. I'm going to talk fishing. If you're standing beside me in a line at a fast food joint or Tim Hortons, I'm talking to you about fishing. Whether I even know you or not. Like, I'm going to start talking fishing wise, right? And I'm here and I come across carp. They're like, they can't catch them. They're smart. Got all the gear in the world. The carp are evolving. Whether they're sucking up sediment full of smart pharmaceuticals or Ritalin's making them super smart or whatever they're getting into them. In 20 years, carp are a totally different species, if you ask me. I don't know if anybody else is a carp angler or has been fishing carp this year, or knows carp anglers. You tell me how their year's been. All of them. You guys seeing lots of posts and lots of videos coming out of carp anglers and people holding up big carp and nailing the carp? No, the carp are smart. It's not that they're not there. They're there. This pond is full of them. They're full of them. Right on, estimator. Appreciate you, bro. All right, we got to get some bait out there so we can start reeling these in. We can stay here till dark or after dark. The coyotes fly around. There's a den right over here. I know a lot of people in this area, like families and stuff, and there's a pack of coyote every dusk. They come out. They're not going to bother us. One night I was walking out and one scooted away from here, but I got to work in the morning, so we're probably going to fish right, hang out here until around dark. So that's a couple of more 2.5 hours solid from now. So no rush on this, but we got to get bait out if we want to start seeing fish. I got a few nuggets of corn I could throw out there. I got some other stuff. I can try to call some fish into this area, but I'm going to fish scent with my worm. So that could just help us out regardless. I know there's only 6 of us in here. That's great. That's all good. I always like the quieter streams anyways, because the other days we were getting some numbers in here. That chat's going. I'm not seeing half the comments coming in. Relying on moderators to get rid of anything that's not right that I don't see, because I'm fishing. When that chat's going, I can't, it doesn't function right. And it's not like I'm making money off live streams, so I could care less. I'm not trying to be rude, guys. I could care less. I care about my members, my brothers, my friends, my sisters. You know what I mean? But numbers and live streams are not going to pay me a dime. Not going to pay me a dime. So I like them quiet like this. 10 people in here, that's perfect. Steel City, you got it, brother. You got it. And they're turning. There's a lot of fish turning over. I'm going for goldfish, of course, Steel City, as you know. As you know, Steel City, you know what I'm targeting, bro. Should have seen the pile of mess I've just piled up here, Steel City. How you making out, bro? Well, why aren't you fishing down here beside me? Or whatever. Or across from me. That'd be cool too. They seem to be a lot of fish are here, but dude, there's a lot of sediment in here, right? Right? Whatever these carp are eating down off the bottom or whatever in the plant life, it's making them extra genius. Am I wrong? You're working? Okay. Am I wrong though, bro? Like honestly. Literally, am I wrong? Paul's Way, you in the house? Nuclear waste carp, super smart. Oh, that's a good one turning right there. Let's see if it keeps flopping around. I'll give you a zoom in on it. Big tails, bro. Big fish. Big fish. Bigger brain than I have. Yeah, they're smart, dude. Carp are smart. Something right down there. Breaking wake. Something moving around there. Oh, yeah. I got to get paid out, guys. I'm slacking, but I don't want a direct tie here. I want to throw on our leader, so I just keep chatting you guys up, and I'm not working on, because I got to stop for a second, guys. I got to mute you because what we're doing is I'm filming a long form at the same time as sharing a live with you guys. And of course, before my last long form, I was putting you guys first, mainly my members and my good friends. Again, I don't make a lot of money. I don't make money on lives. So but I still was putting the live in the entertainment because I really enjoy it. My friends come in here and we have a great time. But I had no signal, so that's what happened there. There's a seagull and a fish twirling around. What are you doing? Trying to get some remnants of whatever that fish has got? Pretty cool though. I've been sitting here fishing for the bullheads and the goldfish and the bullheads or whatever across the way, man. Big one splashed. That had to be okay. Fine, 12 pounds. Yeah, because those monster carp I caught in the spring, they're around, what were they? One was just over 10 pounds or something. It was a fairly big carp. I thought it would be heavier. So yeah, 12, maybe 15 pounds, who knows? I know they don't have a lot of depth here. You start getting depth in an area with marsh like this, and then yeah, like look at Hamilton Harbor carp or say Lake Ontario carp, right? Yeah, it looks pretty good, bro. It's yeah. It's muddy. It's always, you can never see into this water on the clearest time, right? But you see that one? That one's twirling. I got to mute this just for a second. I just got to quickly explain the leader I'm going to use on my GoPro film. Yeah, super thick sediment, man. Like, okay, so like a floating gold dredge? It has the buckets on it and it can dig in the ground and then run the mud up on a conveyor. I know they say, oh, it can do more damage dredging than anything. But what about a spot like this? You've used it as a settlement pond forever. Eventually, it'll be underground, am I wrong? Just like every other river that, okay, going back to talking about gold dredging. Those rivers are 100 feet down sometimes till they hit bedrock where the gold's settling. Well, all dirt is sediment at the same time, right? Well, you know this, Steel City. What do we talk about? What have you talked about to me before? Down the road, these cricks I'm fishing aren't going to exist, right? Because they're going to be running under dirt at that point. You get what I mean? Am I right on this here? They will run underground like all other. There's so many. Think of a well that's feeding a farm or an outskirts out of town, a well. They're drilling into a river that's down way under the ground. That's what a well is. So over time, the water all ends up underground. Yes. So in a spot like this where it is a settling pond, technically it is. You have all the runoff, different things. What's that cement pillar? Right? What's the cement pillar? You know what that is. Right? So why not use one of them gold dredges down in here, build up the land, and let it fill in again? It's only junk fish in here anyways. Have you ever caught anything besides, I shouldn't say junk fish, guys. When I say junk fish, I'm just saying coarse fish. Because no fish is junk to me at all. 100%. No fish is junk to me. All fish lives matter. Goldfish, yeah, I like them. But they can't be in here. So as many, common carp, I won't affect one. Any common carp will go right back in untouched. And I'm hoping it flourishes. But when it comes to the goldfish, yeah, they're gone. I don't think you'll ever get me to be against a common carp. There's no way. It's in their name. They're common. They've been here. They've done that. I've fished. I know. I fish in areas where there's tons of plant life, carp, pike, other species, largemouth. You can't tell me that carp are common. It's in their name. They're common. Common's no problem. In my books, I'll never be against a common carp. Grass carp, silver carp, whatever other these carp, fine. Yeah, I'll be against them. Goldfish, yeah, they can't be in our waters. Common carp, they've been here longer than maybe than my family bloodline came here in the 1800s. You know what I mean? I know it's whatever the date is, but the old thing was, like, you look at the squirrels. You think they accidentally ran on a boat? No, they were transported around. Everything was like, oh, let's take this across land and show it to the other nation or to the other lands or to the other worlds is what they wanted to call them. They've been boating across these lands, across oceans. Common carp were here longer than they thought they were, I believe. Than they say they were if you research it. I believe they were already still here. Because well before that, there was... You caught a sunny in here once, eh? You'll be the only one that's ever caught a sunny that I've heard of here. Was it a green sunny? Was it a green sunny? Oh, Steel City. Copolymer. You heard of that? Now, is that a mix between fluorocarbon and mono? The two Think it was a pumpkin? Okay. Okay. Nice. All right, I just got to mute this for a quick second. Sounds like coyotes scrapping across here somewhere. Somewhere in and around here, there's coyotes scrapping. So it looks like my memory card, another memory card. And they were the one, I bought two 128 gigs. I don't know if you remember this last fall. So one I figured was corrupted. I went over to the other one and it was corrupted too. I even forget the brand. It's at home. I just took it out. I've taken both of them out in the last week or whatever. Looks like I'm fine with this new memory card. And then I bought 3 new batteries and a new battery charger. What's up, Landon? Appreciate you coming in, bud. So, but I'm not a scientist. I don't know everything. I don't know what's right. I don't know if dredging this would be a right option or not. We got fish everywhere though, guys. We really do. Oh, where's that one? We got fish everywhere. I'm hoping they're gonna hit our worm. I'll put some garlic scent on this too. And I just want you guys to see these rolling. Get assumed back away from us here in a minute, but let's just, oh, did you get, oh man. You guys have almost seen that one. That's how many fish are rolling around here. Come on down here though and see if you can catch them. I'm talking to Paul in Steel City. Hey. Nice, nice, Landon. How's everything else going? Everything cool? Good to see you, my bro. How you doing, Landon? No, honestly, guys are the best carp anglers I know. If Paul, if you're there listening, I'd really like you to target this. I'll text you GPS coordinates later on, bud. Or Steel City can, either or. Yeah, it has been, eh? Yeah, it's starting to cool down here. In a sense, like it's we're not getting like crazy humidity. What kind of hook should I use? What size of hook, I wonder? I think I should go fairly small, but when a fish bites, I want to hit it. But if there's 4-inch goldfish, I want to hit those too. So it's a tough call to figure out what my best angle is. Are you? That's fair, Steel City. I've been watching these carp evolve, and you know, they're getting smarter and smarter. laugh it up. Anyone who's like, ha ha ha, yeah, go fish for them. Show me, like, not you guys that know. Anyone else who says, oh, carp, yeah, well, get on there, send me pictures of you catching carp. Not you two. Anybody else who thinks I'm silly for thinking carp have gotten to the point that they're so smart that they're not biting hooks that easy. Even the tricks of even the, you know, the hair rigs and everything else. Right, I just got to get a swivel out and get this going here. And what swivel are we going to use? I picked up these. I don't know. We're going to rock these ones. I have other ones, but I'm going to open the package and try one of these. Now, how many pounds is this good for? I did read it before I bought them. Anyways, we got to get fishing. We're talking about all this stuff. We're not even fishing. I got to get rigged up. We're seeing fish. I'm hearing stuff. It's all right, Yodies. Come on out. Let's have some fun. I don't know what is running around. There's something running around. And the community states that there's a whole pack of yotes here. So I want them to come out if they're gonna like just sneak around and stuff. I just wanna kind of chase them around a bit. You know what I mean? Like if one comes around, I wanna chase it. Darn right I do. I should have my big net with me, honestly. Just in case a yote does get feisty, I'll net it. I'll net the yote. Wouldn't that be funny? Yote starts freaking out and I just net it. Take the net. Dude, let's go, right? No, they'll stay away from me. They might sneak around, but if one is a bit nosy and I just freak out a bit, it's gonna go. It's not gonna bother me one bit, even if there's 4 or 5 of them. Not gonna bother me. The biggest one will just stare at me. It's the biggest one ever. They're a pack animal. They're always gonna look to guidance to the biggest in the group. Which is a backdate of evolution. Coyotes are pretty dumb but smart, you know, but they are dumb. Well, we should see if Paul's willing to come down here and spend a day or so. See if he can get on these carp. I don't know if you agree, Steel City. Safe parking. Vehicle will be fine. Community will be fine with you. This 12-pound copolymer, it feels pretty thick. Like, I wonder what it's equivalent to, you know? But whatever. I could have gone 8-pound leader. I just want to get a nice leader rigged up on this rod. And this is my Steel City, you know, this is my best setup. My most quality is setup. the Daiwa rod and the reel pulse weight gave me. You know, it's my best setup, bro, and it'll outlive anything I own. I have to get a new spool or sand down a chip that's in my Sedona spool. It stops the line when it casts out. I ain't dealing with that. And I'm surprised, man. I've treated every reel my whole life and my fishing rods the same way. And I've always had 3 lined up together in my truck from the passenger seat. You know what I mean? Shouldn't it be a little more durable? That would never happen to this ITX, as far as I'm concerned. This ITX, I owned it from last spring all year. It was been my truck rod, like Akuma, man. This Akuma reel, it's durable and it's made right for OUTFISH Ontario, man. I'm not talking bad about the other company I got. I'm gonna talk to the boys, and like I say, I didn't realize I needed to have a Crown Royal pack around the reels because I've just never had that problem before, you know. So I was kind of shocked. I learned about that problem, spending more money on gear. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, so what size of hook should we go with here? That's a bit big. That's a bit small. I think pretty much what we had on would work, actually. Let's go one size in between. Go a little smaller. Say the goldfish mouths are kind of... I don't want to have too big of a hook because I want to be able to target smaller fish too if they're willing to bite. Nice. Nice. So when you say a red tail sucker, does that mean... Hang on, where were you catching? Minnesota. Is that a red horse sucker? Is that what a red tail sucker is? Or is that like a different species? Like, is that a red horse sucker? Because our river red horse, the base species, their tails are as red could be. Their fins and stuff. We had a monster on, but we lost it. I've caught lots of them this year, but we had a monster on, and the tail, the fins were as red, and the tail was as red could be. And but cool, thanks, Bryson. That's cool. You did great. Well, night crawlers, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else in there in the stream there know that answer? Whether would be just a red horse sucker out of Minnesota? Yeah, no worries, bro. Thanks for coming in. We are guess what we're targeting here, Bryson? It sounds kind of weird. We're targeting goldfish, bro. We're targeting goldfish. Oh, you can see that. Okay. So there's some good common carp out there. You see how they're surfacing? We're not going to fish bobber with them. I am going to cast this out fish bottom. Shout out to this reel that my bro Paulsway gave me. It's a Akuma ITX best rod I own. And it's going to cast us way out there. 20-pound braid. These guys help between my tackle shop and my buddies here. They really got me sticking to braid, or, you know, because, and again, if you're going to get into braid, don't touch anything under 20-pound test. And my buddy taught me that too, and told me that before I even tried braid for my first time. I bought a combo that came with line, so it had 15-pound braid, and I get what he's saying by that. All right, let's put on a nice dew worm. I think I'm gonna rock scent right away because we just wanna, there's a good amount of fish in here as we see a lot of them surfacing. We want to, we want to really get them coming in. If they're feeding and they're hungry, I want them to come into this scent like no tomorrow. Or they're all gonna fight over it. And they're like, okay, you have 5 fish going to smell and you have 1 bait out there. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get one of them. Yeah, there's some fish jumping. I can't wait to see if we get on any fish here. You notice there's not many splashing right out front of us. So I've caught them off bottom here and off bobber. So I came prepared with a bobber too, just in case. That's gonna be our way to get them, but I think we start just off bottom first. All right, give me 2 seconds. Cast 1, guys. That's our setup. See, I went the 2 sinkers on the braid, then we got the swivel, then we went to that copolymer line. Chunk of dewy, nothing special, just 2 actually half worms, 2 little half worms, and I put some of that Procure garlic scent on there, which the stuff does seem to, yeah, half-ounce sinker, see, but well, these are fairly large split shots. We're not far off a half-ounce here, but at the same time, it's we don't need it. There's no current, man. We're looking at a dead still pond, brother. There's no current. There's not even wind today. So going heavy weight, I want to have want to feel everything. Like, I'm not saying with heavier weight, you're not going to feel as much or whatever. Some might say, no, you'll feel more because that fish is going to touch it and it's got to move that heavy weight. But I think for here, this is what we're best at doing. Let's get her casted out finally here. We've been 38 minutes. I haven't even casted. Oh, that was a nice one that jumped over there. 1 second, guys. One thing I didn't do, I need to replace my battery here real quick. Now we're gonna try out one of the new batteries I bought. Don't tell me I didn't bring them. I brought them. What the heck's going on here? Okay, put this in my box. It's in the back of my truck. Guys, you guys don't mind? 8 people in the house, welcome in. My bucket tipped over in the back of my truck and my 3 new batteries were in the bucket. I just gotta run up there quick. It's not far away, I'll be 2 seconds. Appreciate you coming in, enjoy the view. All right, let's go. No, we're just taking our first cast, Brian. Right now we're casting though, bud. Pardon me. That'll work. Decent cast. We have actually a fish. We landed 12 feet away from that fish that's fluttering around. All right, here we go. Yeah, Brian, I'm filming a long form at the same time as we're live here, bud. So when I want to talk to my GoPro, and I mute us, brother. The lives don't pay, Brian, so I got to try to get as many long forms uploaded as possible. Even if my long forms only get 1,000 views a piece or 2,000 or whatever, it pays better than the lives. So got a monetized channel. I might as well try to get corporate dollars. So we're doing both here, buddy. Yeah. Anybody will see what I mean once they have this hobby, and it's a hobby for me, right? But the camera equipment I've gone through, just dabbling in the hobby without even getting my channel going. So much costs involved, eh? I've gone through 3 cell phones in 2 years. What happened to all of them? Fishing in the outdoors was involved. Maybe my bad and my stupidity, but it was still, you know. Okay, there is a fish that's not far from where we're soaking. Now, if I find they're not gonna hit bottom, something will hit. They might just take a little longer. They'll hit bottom. I mean, that thing is within, and then there's another one right to the right. So our line's down in the water, roughly right where we're seeing those, and we have a fish on the left side of our line and the right side within 10 feet of our bait. So, man, it stinks like garlic. We'll see, man. A lot of people fish corn here, I notice. I'm always cleaning up corn cans. What's up there, David? David, you know what we're fishing for? How you doing, David? Appreciate you coming in, bro. Oh, Brian, we're going for goldfish, bro. Sorry, I didn't see that last comment. We're going for goldfish. David probably knew by looking at the spot we're at, maybe. If I pan around a bit, David would know that we were probably going for goldfish. Not much there, IBJ. 201.50. Just kind of a cool name you got there, buddy. Welcome in. Welcome to the channel. Maybe. We'll see. The type of fish that are in here that I'm fully aware of is common carp, goldfish, and bullhead catfish. I've never caught a game fish in here. I've never caught a sunfish. There's probably green sunnies in here though. My buddy thinks he might have caught, or thinks he remembers catching a pumpkin seed here, but I haven't caught one. And even when I fished here when I was a kid, it was, again, same thing, common carp. Never saw the goldfish then, but it was common carp and catfish, bullheads. You don't recognize it, eh? Just probably because the view we're on. Now? You recognize it now, David, or? Nice, New Jersey River, sweet. Yeah, I like New Jersey's fishing. New York as well. Both, yeah, like, yeah, shout out to the bordering states there. They do a lot. Michigan, Wisconsin, all the bordering states around the Great Lakes and stuff like that. As well as just within your states and stuff like that. A lot of good fish conservation stuff happens, if you ask me, in my opinion. See, the cobbed carp, you'd think, oh, all these cobbed carp around, they're gonna swim right over to your bait and suck that in, right? The common carp are so smart. But the goldfish, we should be able to trick them. Like, look at that tail out of the water over there. By the time I zoomed in, it's gone. But like, I'm seeing the tails come right up out of the water. Those are common carp. Okay, what is... I'm like hearing lots of wildlife around me. Oh, I wish I zoomed in. Let's stay zoomed in on that for a minute. Look at this. I haven't seen one tap yet, but let's see if that fish will surface again for us. Get a better look at it, maybe. And where was that? Oh, right over there. There's a good one. Not far out on this side. Good. Right past this tree. One was just fluttering around there. Right behind that tree, just out a bit. You can, I don't know if you can see the rings slightly still coming off the area. See what I mean? There's good fish here. I don't know what these carp have been eating, man. Smart pills. We got a fish, dude. That's a pretty cool name. What's up, dude? Thanks for coming in. IV Car 95. Appreciate you saying hi. Oh, right on. Of Schooner? What, the beer? Schooner the beer? Of course. If you're talking about beer. Okay, what's going on here, guys? I got to switch this up. They want bobber today. I'm thinking we got to go bobber. Nice, David. Alrighty, I won't wait too long. I'll change this up. I'll float a stinky worm out there. Might be, there's so much silt in this water. I mean, I think when I was caught one of them, some bullheads here this year, and I got one of those invasive goldfish. But it was early in the year, the snow and the ice, so the bottom sediment was probably a little harder. Bet you it's just pretty gucky down on the bottom here. Look at that fish though, really not far from our bait. Oh yeah. I think we're gonna have to bobber for these fish. But they're moving in here. I don't know if they smell the garlic. I don't know if they're searching for our bait. There you go. That's about 15 feet from our bait. It's just hitting the surface. That's a turtle. The one is a turtle. That's not a fish right there. There's a turtle there, but there's fish flapping around too. See that turtle? Turtle. It's smelling our garlic. Let's see, is that a fishtail? No, that's a turtle head, right? Normally turtles don't act like that though. Yeah, it's a turtle. Or is it a snake? Turtle or a snake? It's coming towards us though, so. Oh, come on, buddy, just keep coming. Is that a snake or a turtle? Turtle head. Hey, it's gotta be a turtle. Yeah, that's a turtle. Won't be long, and these, oh, there's two turtles, side by side. So a body of water's gotta be clean enough for turtles, but like I say, it's so shallow. Some fish need a little bit of depth, right? There's another turtle showing up. Oh, there's a fish flopping around out there. I'm hooking up a bobber. I need a nice fish right here by the shore. Right by the shore. These sinkers will be too heavy for the bobber. Let's get something outside for them. I brought another pack, a fresh, brand new pack of small sinkers. But, I'd say my bucket did spill over, but hopefully there's sitting in here. Yeah, there's one. No, those are the big ones. And we'll see. We'll know pretty quick here. Whoa, something coming up behind me, guys. Probably coyote. I'm gonna grab a big stick. Definitely coyote in behind me here. Has to be that. It darted, like it got startled. I don't know whether it was trotting this way to the scent and I realized I was here or what, but something bolted there. It's like for sure. They bolted away from me, I think, as soon as they seen me, but they might get curious, or he might get curious and come back. He or she, the coyote, right? Let's see if we can get a coyote on the live and on video. Got the GoPro going. Okay, here we go. Got it. We're good. We're good. But I should grab a big stick in case I need it. Crazy as that sounds, but you never know. All right, this is gonna work for us now. Should I put more scent on it? Put a piece of corn on it? I don't know. Let's just get it out there. Still get a decent cast. Hopefully these turtles don't go to our bait. Coyotes should sense that I'm willing to go at it. So they right away, they're sensing you up. They're guaranteed know I'm gonna willing to. I'm not their prey anyways. They, believe it or not, they see people around. They shouldn't mess around. Nice fish right here, tight to the shore. But a fish kind of just made surface not far from our bobber, so I'm just gonna let it sit there. Nice one straight out. Nice one rolling around straight out there. Nice carp. Turtles working towards our bobber. I'm not here to catch turtles. Whatever's still in behind that bush too. Hang on, I'm going to check it out. I'll be right back. What's up there, Mike? Country, thanks a lot, eh? Hey, Country, thanks for your support on the long forums and that, brother. Thank you so much, man. That's what counts. Anybody wants to help me, watch a long form, man. Or, of course, super chat and gift, and we'll put it towards bait. But initially, without spending any money, watch a long form video. Thank you very much, Country. I appreciate you. David, likewise, you know that. I just see you guys on my stuff. So, how you doing, Mike? What's up, bro? No, we really just got started here. There's a lot of carp and stuff flipping around here. I'm actually targeting goldfish. But that's if we can get one to bite, bud. Thanks, David. We should be able to. Should be no problem for the actual like goldfish or hybrids. Just the common carp bite. For some reason, I can't catch them. Not anymore. I caught a couple good carp this spring, but that's before vegetation. I shouldn't say that. I don't know. Just the carp. A lot of people I know that fish carp aren't having a lot of luck this year. And they're telling me that they know they're there. They're just smart. Call me nuts for saying that, but I believe it's true. Dude, I hear something in the bush. And I just wouldn't mind going and see it. So if I see it's a coyote, I'll run my GoPro. I'm gonna go back there now. Just so if it is, I can see whether or not it's a coyote, and then just chase it or get it like I'm gonna act aggressive towards it, just so it goes away and doesn't come back. So it stops snooping if that's what it's doing. all you gotta do. Just being a bit curious. I don't see a thing. Apparently there's a den around somewhere. All the neighborhood's seen on that sort of stuff. Definitely a den back here, but should be safe. Of course, it's only coyote. No taps, eh, guys? Yeah, eh? I don't know. I think there's green sunfish here. It looks like to me that that's what could be surfacing some of the smaller fish here. I haven't seen that bobber move at all, though. Whoa, well, yeah. What got fired him up last time where I caught like 5 of those goldfish was this stuff. I don't know if anybody remembers that. I did stream when we were catching those. And I was putting a little bit of this stuff on my worm, and we were catching them. So next bait check or whatever, next time. Oh, we're getting bites. We're getting bites. There's bites. There's bites. There's bites. There's bites. Something there. And that's what these are. That's probably a goldfish. Because that's what they'll do. I'll see the bobber do this. They're funny. They're funny the way they bite. It's, I'm pretty sure that if this continues on, it'll be a goldfish. That bobber did move though. Come on, fishy. Come on, fish. Yeah, I thought we were gonna get a goldfish. The way that bobber was starting to move around a little bit, that's what they do. That's how they act. And I just wait and then I set the hook. Like, the bobber will just start, it won't necessarily go down. These goldfish, it'll kind of just be moved around fast. And then I just set the hook. It's weird the way they act, the way they gum at the bait, I think. Another one, just splashing out past here again, to the right. It would make my day if we see a common carp, though. It would. And I had a hard time at my carp pond, too, if you guys remember. I did catch 2 lunkers earlier in the year, but... Massive tail coming out of the water way out there. Massive tail. 10-pounder for sure. I'm gonna do a bait check. We're gonna throw some of that glitter stuff on there. Yeah, bait's fine. Oh, I just spooked a fish. I just spooked a fish. Let's see if this glitter works like it did last year. Because I've only caught 1 goldfish, and that was early in the spring. But last year, later in the year, I was nailing them pretty good. That stream's on there somewhere. That's sticky stuff, man. Sticky orange stuff. And it's got a garlic base. It does smell garlicky as well, but okay, I'm not gonna go as far out. We're gonna try that. I did spook a fish there. roughly right in that area. Weightless corn. Appreciate everybody stopping in and saying what's up, hanging out. There's a parade downtown, but I'd rather be in the outdoors. Oh, that was a nice one that surfaced there. See if it keeps flapping its tail around. But I'd rather be in the outdoors by the water because I was born in the water. Literally, there's a parade. It looked pretty cool because they hadn't made of the mist boat parade thing there too. I passed it on my way here. I had garlic scent, yeah. That marshmallow glitter stuff. But I'm not getting hit solid like right away after tossing it out there. Oh, is that me? And green sunny is up here. They would be tapping us right away if there's green sunnies. Definitely not. Some of our bait come off. I'm gonna bring this back in. Yeah, garlic scent. I'm using this glitter stuff, but it smells like garlic. On my first cast, I put on that other garlic scent I was using, but there's no way this pond is gonna... I think it skunked me once before this year too. The second time I came back to here, I think I did get skunked actually, potentially. Better not get skunked here today though. What is going on here? Bite my line, turtle. Is my bobber gone? No, there it is. Where is it though? Oh man, big fish splashing out there. Yeah, I catch a lot of bass on shrimp, man. Bass love shrimp, honestly. Yeah, I've caught, man, straight up. Bothers me when you see so many fish flapping around in a spot and you can't get them to bite. But they're feeding. They're having a good old time out there. Tough, man. Any other carp anglers in the chat? How's your year going for carp? I should have tagged the stream carp fishing. Talk to carp anglers potentially. Where's my bobber? Oh, there it is. I mean, this rod will cast far if I set it up for getting way out there. But like I spooked a fish when I was reeling it in. I think I just saw a fish flutter right here, so many feet offshore. So I don't think I have to get it way out to where, see, what is this? There's gotta be green sunfish in here. There's little fish jumping. Are they tiny goldfish? Fish. That's all right, guys. I got a small hook with us. We can target minnows, so we know what they are. We had to do that on Sunday. We just gotta hope they bite. That's it. They're there. You fish for everything but carp? Yeah. Wow. Urban ponds and stuff and things like that. Like, man, they're a good fight. They're fun to catch, man. The carp are fun to catch. They're a big fish. You're guaranteed, like a lot of times, like we're looking at 10-pound fish rolling around out there. Here, I know we're getting quite the mirage off the water, but hang on. As soon as I see one coming up with their tail, we'll get right zoomed in on it. That one might expose its tail. Might. And then I seen minnows jumping along this grass line too. And then right there, just moved around right offshore. Man. Oh, carp is one of your favorites? Carp is one of your favorites. Oh, okay, yeah. Mm-hmm. No, I just find it tougher for me to catch one. Well, I don't know why we're not getting bullhead finding our bait neither. Something's got to start happening. I'll go back to soaking bottom and I'll cast out to where we see those. Oh man! See if you guys can see its tail come up. Well, its tail was up. Man. Oh, is that one gonna pop their tail up? Anyways, tons of fish out there. Nice, nice, Brian. Another one jumps way over. Oh, that's a big one. Like, look at how big this tail is. All right, guys, let's go. We can fish over here too if we want. This is the bushy here. We can fish here. Now watch it stop splashing around. It was just rolling around tons. And this is a spot we can set up too. I just find it's always, like since I was young, but people are coming down here. You see we got some corn, squish corn down there. People are fishing for carpies here. What kind of footprint is that? What kind of footprint is that? What is that? No one would be barefooted down here. I wonder what kind of footprint that is. You guys see what I'm looking at? Freaking looks like a little leprechaun foot. You guys see that? Look at that, dude. You guys see what I'm looking at? Look at this footprint. Boom, one toe, one toe, one toe, one toe. Similar to human. Chupacabra or something. Raccoon back foot, you think that big? You think? You think a raccoon's foot's that big? You think? Could it be a beaver? Beaver's foot? That's beaver's foot, back foot maybe. I got you. You got us on the right track though. It's a beaver's back foot. But look at that crane. Tell you the depth of the water. That crane is standing on bottom out there. Look, something just flourished here. We look past that crane. Watch, there's a fish fluttering behind it. Where I am watching our bobber. We're good. I'm keeping an eye on it. So folks target from right here. Folks have been fishing there. Look, they brought down their car mat so they can stand on the mud. But it's so shallow. So shallow. Yeah, probably landing. Yeah, it was big, but you know what? What's up, Spool Me Once? I'd say it's a beaver back foot. Gotta be. It's gotta be the back foot of a beaver. My guess would be. But, so you look at the depth of this water here. Sand crane, I know they have long legs, but look. That's still only 13, 17 inches of water max, maybe? Maybe not even. So that thing's standing in the water. A lot of carp. And what I catch here, Jacob, is goldfish. We've streamed here before. Normally I get on them. I caught one early in the year after the snow melted and the ice come off. I caught an early in the year goldfish. And then that was it, and some bullheads. Last year I nailed the goldfish. I have a hard time getting at this spot, and I have a hard time getting on the common carp, but I see them. But yeah, I don't know if we'd be better off fishing from here or not, but I like it there because I think I get a little bit of a deeper water. Like here's really shallow. I'd love for him to dredge this because it's constantly just filling in. Like at one point of my grandparent, or ooh, look at that one. Hold on, come back up, please. I'm looking at it, and then by the time I zoom in on it, we can't see it now. I'll look over and I'll see their tail up and out of the water. Come on back. That's a nice carp. Come on, show us your tail. I want you guys to see it do like a full roll. Again, I'm watching the bobber. No taps, no movement on it at all. Well, I did see it move once. Oh, there's one maybe with the showing its tail. But it's just riddled. But they're just so smart, man. They have their food source or whatever. It's That's it. It's kind of like a settlement pond. This is a hill. This is down in a deep pit. Like that's it's like a deep spot, the deepest spot of the valley, like a valley. It's but it's a settlement pond. Oh, look at that one. As soon as I zoom in on it, tail's gone. So I don't know. It's like we got to switch it up again. I got to put more weight on. I guess we'll get rid of the bobber. I normally nail the, I do have luck either or, bobber or fish and bottom for them goldfish we're going for. Let's see, come on up. There's one coming up. Wait a minute. Come on up. I'm watching our bobber. Nothing going on. Nothing going on. So we are fishing while we're checking all this stuff out. Catch a carp? Yeah. Normally we're good. I caught a couple good ones earlier in the year, but normally I do. Well, that's a turtle. Normally, even at that other carp pond, I know I only went there once. We usually have fun and see a couple carp times I go there, but it didn't happen last time I was there. Caught bullheads and green sunfish. Caught a nice largie out of that pond. Couldn't believe it. But there's small things jumping too, whether that's baby carp, baby, okay. Oh, if you guys could see that tail. If you guys could see the size of that tail. Come on, there it is. Look at that fish, guys. Look at that tail. It's a 15-pounder, man. Dude, are you kidding me? That's a beast. Beast carp. Like super beast, guys. Like beast. We hook one of them. That looks bigger than the 10-pounder I caught in the spring. Dude. All right, we're going to switch something up, I guess. If I just go heavy weights, heavy scent on that, and try to get it out as far as we can into the water body. I mean, we can move over to here. I can get a good cast here too, actually. Should we move over here? There's one, which is, oh, but there's one. It's not a turtle. It's not as big. It's probably one of them little 1-footer goldfish. Just, we got to get them biting. What's up there, D.O.B.? Just want to pronounce it right. Oh, cool species list. Just heard something again. Thought I had a coyote when I was behind this bush come up, and then because I heard it get startled, and I think it was just following a scent trail, and then startled. But I went and I made some sounds and broke some branches and smashed some stuff up just in case we did have a curious coyote. This way I'd not be curious anymore. Be like, I better just move on with my day. Cleaned up all the garbage that were here. I always come, well, I piled it up so far, but that was just littered, spread out. There's still a little more. And they had a bag too. They didn't even clean up their garbage. Looks like there could be a bag full there. Someone bagged, but I piled it. It was just littered around and I couldn't stand it. It's like working in a dirty and like, man. Like, dude, right? All right. All this action out there. Oh, you guys hear that one? That one's a monster. That one's a monster. Oh, there's a monster right out front of us though, guys. Right out front. Right there. I just saw the tail come up. That's castable. I casted there already since I was here when I first started on fishing bottom. But I've caught them right there. The one I'm fishing for, I should say. Those goldfish I'm talking about. And I got to take the bobber off if I'm casting out there because I don't have a big enough bobber to handle the weight I need to cast. Is the problem. Let me try one more cast here with the bobber. See how far I can get out. That's it. Yeah, technically where I was. So all I can do is bring it in, add weight, and we just launch it out there and soak bottom. It's only a foot of water. It's only a 1.5 foot of water, right? Let's ditch the bobber. I'm curious, I have never been out in a kayak or a floaty with a, as my Garmin would tell the depths, even my ice. And we got good ice here this year and I didn't come drill holes in it. There was good ice here. It's really shallow, it's a skating pond, right? But I should have came and actually drilled holes for fish, like just to see what was going on. Okay, what else we putting on this to get the carp to want to bite? Let's put on a bunch of ain seed. Big ball of the ain seed. No, we'll go with, hang on. Oh, that's a good one. Out of our casting reach though. All right. Now we just need some more weight on here. And my pliers fell out in the back of my truck too, man. So I can really pinch the weights on. I want to be just losing weights. I'll put it on the mono, which is totally fine. Mono, I find the weights will grip too easier, just like pinching them on there. But I do like putting the weights behind the. The swivel. Well, let's get it. Don't matter. All right, we're gonna go out there as far as we can. I'm gonna add some ProCure on there. It's got some fish oils and that stuff too. We got some garlic dough on there. The Bazooki fire bait. There's our rig. There's our weight. Let's see how far we can cast this. Yeah, far enough. Should be far enough. Yeah, so I see a massive carp out there twirling maybe 50 feet from our bait. So it's just got to swim over 50 feet. Find this scent, suck her in. Like, what am I snagged in? I had a lot of resistance there. I do have 3 weights on. I'll just leave it. I can't stand, these weren't kids that littered. These would have been beer drinking adults, sadly. But yeah, I can't stand the litter neither, bro. I can't stand it one bit. I don't get it. Like, they come back and fish again. It's the same people littering. I'll probably, because we all go to the same spots and fish all the time, right? Not all the time, but if we have most people have a general, any of you guys in here, what do you have, general 8, 9, 10 spots maybe you'll go to? Generally, where you'll return to them. Then you know what I mean? Like, So I guarantee it's probably the same people, and they see a gentleman cleans it up, and then I've cleaned it up a couple times. And they come back, they're like, oh, someone cleaned up our garbage. But they don't, it's not only like they pile it, they just throw it. They spread it around. I don't get it. I don't get it. They just litter. Like it's wrong. What's up, John? John P in the house. Come on, fish, find their bait. I'm watching crane, I'm watching fish flip around. It's shallow water. So you know the length of a crane's feet, right? Well, that thing, oh, nice fish. Nice fish right there, guys. That's a nice fish moving around. Our bait's way out past it, but, oh, another one. There is fish out there. We just gotta hope we get lucky. That's fishing. That's fishing. Oh, dude, you guys hear that big one rolling around to the right? Dude. Come on, give me a bite. Place is normally full of bullhead catfish as well, so usually they're a guarantee. And I'm not getting any of those to hit. Me neither, and I'm just always cleaning up after people. Come on, fish. Like, I wish I could see what our presentation looked like out there. Know what I mean? Straight up. Like, if we could see what... Oh, there's a nice one to the left out there. Flipping around. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Worming this firebait should work. Laying on the bottom, they'll suck it in. You should at least get sucking and blowouts. You should be on that scent. Yeah, there's no restriction. We're in a good spot. Just have to wait. The great outdoors, eh? Tranquility, even if we get skunked. Like, look at this. You know what we're intaking right now, guys? Straight up. Beautiful bird. Beautiful bird out there, eh? And we're fishing. We're soaking bait. And there's a good fish not far from our bait. For sure. I see it rolling around right now. All it's got to do is roll over to our bait and start eating over there. Oh, are you? Oh, really, eh? We had overcast this morning. Like I thought it was. I didn't look at the weather. But really, eh? Sorry to hear that. Hope it clears up. When we get rain here, we do need it at the same time, constantly. So, but I get it, brother. Yeah. But yeah, this is beautiful. That's what brings me down here. The fish, too. Like goldfish. My thoughts of taking goldfish out of the water, doing a good deed. But we're not getting them to bite. And I'm trying to put together a goldfish video, so fishing for goldfish. Oh, there's one splashing around out there to the right. Maybe we should move over to that other spot, because if someone was freshly fishing there, they could have chummed it. Like they could have whipped all the rest of their corn out to train the spot. Maybe that's what we should be doing, is fishing out front of there as far as we can cast. I don't know, it makes me think, right? You never know. I see some corn niblets on the ground. But I'm seeing fish flap around all over, so I'm just surprised no bullheads. Normally you're gonna go 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes, you're gonna get a bullhead in between going for the goldfish. There's some beautiful fish flipping around out there. Oh, bites, 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 bites. Our line was moving a little bit. We gotta chill out. Come on, fish. It's been a tough bite. Come on, fish. I just saw that line moving slightly. There's something there. It's just not hitting now, but it went whoop, whoop, whoop. Come on, take it. All right, well, that's a good sign. That's a good sign. Just beautiful out there. I'm seeing carp flip around. I'm seeing turtles out running here. Beautiful crane. Dude, I thought we were going to get one. Something was there. Oh, there it is. It's back. Tap. Hang on. Hang on. We're going to get a fish. I think. I shouldn't guarantee that. I'm not guaranteeing it, but there's something there sniffing at our bait. But that's all they're doing. They're not eating it. There's definitely something at our bait. They haven't sucked it in. But they've touched our line. They've touched. So, and when a fish, this is my idea. A fish comes over to your bait, you have your line coming back. So as it's kind of just swimming around, like just hovering, more or less treading water around that bait, thinking on it, the tail can splash some water over, anything just to move your line a bit. So then you just see a little bit of movement at that rod tip. Doesn't mean it's even took like an actual taste of the bait. It's just there. So I'm not saying that maybe that was a bite. Maybe it was tasting it. Maybe it was a tiny bullhead, but we should get a fish here. That shouldn't go away. And then another little minnow, some kind of minnow species just right here in front of me bounced. I got a dip net in my truck. I can check this. I can throw a dip net down and we can pull it up and see what kind of minnows those are. They could be goldfish. Goldfish, invasive species minnows. You never know. Man. No, it's not biting. Dude, come on, fish. There's no way. Come on, fish. I literally saw movement. Dude, come on. My next cast, we could go this way because there is a lot of fish flopping around there. There's one there, fairly close to shore, but they've been flopping around all the way there. I thought we were gonna get a fish there. I shouldn't have to do a bait check neither. I shouldn't have to. Let's come in a little bit then. We are way out there. Let's try that. Well, at this point, maybe we should do a bait check. But I only saw that line moving. Something hit our line or... Let's try that. That's roughly where I've caught them in the past. Targeting that kind of area. Like, I just don't know. Like, without us seeing, because it could go up shallower and then drop back down. We don't know how it works. Like, I think the deepest spot is right over here to the left. Not where the bird is, of course, but to more our left. But that bird is eating fish. It's eating minnows. It's eating whatever. So there's a lot of life in this water. Like, okay, there's fish not far from our bait, guys. Not far from our bait, there's a fish. Definitely 100%. Where I reeled into and stopped reeling, the way I look at it, looking out at my line, it's like 3 feet over, and it's just got to come towards us a little bit, and it'll be at our bait. If it's searching for food, it might smell it out. It's carp for sure, Jackson. No, it is carp for sure. I'm targeting, Jackson, have you ever been here when I've been fishing and I caught the, welcome in, bud, hope you had a great day. Have you ever been here when I've caught the goldfish, the invasive goldfish? That's what I'm going for. But bro, I'm having a hard time. I caught one this spring. I did well with them last year, catching them. Throwing them on the bank when I'm done. But yeah, no, it's definitely carp. We're hoping one bites, either carp. Normally I catch bullhead here too, but no bullheads. I saw like a little partial, not bite, but something on my rod tip not long ago, but we moved it in from there. I got to do a bait check, pour more of that goop garlic on there, cast her out. I think we're going to target to the left. Because you see that bird out there, Jackson? They got pretty long legs, right? But look, it's standing, man. That thing's standing out there eating minnows. There's carp flopping around right there. And I can cast to almost the center. So I did that, but the center, I really, right there in that stretch, I don't see, and I don't know if it gets more shallow there. I know in that case, you'd think if it was that much more shallow there, we'd see weeds or something coming up out of the water. But there's the bird. Like, I mean, that is shallow water. Look at it. Standing within a foot of water, man. But I've had fun catching those goldfish here. And like bullheads normally never fail me. But tonight they're failing me for whatever reason. Let's check the bait. Our bait's fine. The bait is totally fine. The green stuff's gone off of there. Betcha it got sucked off. That's what we're feeling for. That's a good sign. We'll put more of this on. Oh, you got competition, bird. That's an albino. What kind of bird is that? The other one's a sand crane over there. I really don't know what that fish is. Okay, what we want to do is see one splash around that we can cast to and literally target it. I see one right out there. Just don't know if I can cast all the way to that one. We can try. Thought I just heard something panting. All right, here we go. So, I do see a fish coming out straight out there. You see that one? Tail coming out of the water and everything. Big carpy. It's a big carp. Let's see how far I can cast towards that. Looks like there's a few of them there together. Might be spawning. These spawn multiple times a year here. Who knows? Who knows? And I didn't get nearly to them. Didn't get nearly to them. Hang on here. And my green stuff fell off right in front of us. That's fine. Putting some bait scent out there. We lost all our bait. Good thing I did that, guys. We would have been soaking no bait. Oh, okay. Anyways, this hook is like perfect for them too. It's super sharp and fine. That's what I've caught them off this hook here before. Let's just slop this thing up with the garlic. We'll go pure cure on this one. Pro cure or whatever. I don't know how, I think it's not just a foot deep there. Anyways, we'll leave it there. See if I can feel bottom. Like that. Come on, fish. Man, I wish I could cast out to those. There's 2 fish out there rolling around together. And I wish I could cast to them. Like, but straight out in front of us, there's fish flopping around too, right? And to the right of us, there's fish flopping around. Dude, these carp are super smart. Princess, how you doing? Appreciate you coming in. Yeah, right on, David. And thanks for the likes, guys. Appreciate seeing you guys in here. Appreciate you guys coming in. I wish we were on some doozies of a fish, but it might happen. It might happen. Believe it or not. Man, and the fins on that carp are red. Like that fish I can see from here. Coming out to the right, I see that tail come up and it's got like nice reddy orange fins on it. Love to catch that fish. Oh yeah. You guys see it flapping around out there? That's not far. That can get to our bait pretty easy. That fish can. So we got 3 there. But then I think there's one right here. Not far out, you know what I mean? It's like, it's not the fatty ones, but it might be one of them goldfish. That's what we want. We'll take whatever. Something just surfaced here, fairly close to shore. Where is it? There. But I kind of let the bobber soak out front, and I've seen some minnows, but they could be carp minnows or goldfish minnows flopping around. Another fish in here. Maybe this time of night they start coming in here a little closer. But the ones we see flopping around out there are monsters. Yes, there's a good fish right here. I'm reeling this in and we're going to target 20 feet off the bank. Let's see. Do I feel it hit bottom? Nope. Trying to bring it up enough where I can feel it hit bottom to get an idea how deep it is. Let's try that. I want to be fishing the deepest spot as possible. There's a nice little turtle. You catching fish next week, David? Or is it the week after? Man, that carp tail I'm looking at out there is nice and orange. Nice and orange. I wish I could fish with you. I wish we could take a trip sometime, David. Maybe we can one day, right? And go up and fish your grounds. Go fishing, bro. One day, wouldn't that be nice? Beautiful sky, beautiful night, nice and calm. Got a couple birds on the water. We're seeing fish flop around, but we're not getting them to bite. Ah, thanks, David. Thursday night. Sure, a lot of folks are busy, maybe, or we have good signal. At one point, I thought if we restarted, maybe YouTube would push the stream a little more, but we're good. We're enjoying ourselves. That's what it's all about. Yeah, you too, Princess. Hope all is well. But to not catch a few bullheads, but we'll see. We could all of a sudden catch 4 fish. And that's fishing, so let's see what happens here. No, I know, but it's already 7:30 at this point, David. Oh, here we go. Fish. Fish is on us, guys. Just saw my line move. We didn't get a bite on the rod tip, but I seen the line go like this. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Weird. Something's out there. Something hit our line there anyways. Swam past our line, something. I thought we were getting a good takedown though right then and there, but we didn't. I even fired on the GoPro. I thought for sure we were getting a takedown. Man, what is going on here? Like a good one. Goldfish, big goldfish takedown. Dude, really? Teasing me. Literally saw the line go woo, woo, woo. I'm like, boom, just waiting for the rod to give a smack or something, right? That was so weird. So weird. Could be a fish flapping their tail at our line right by the bait. Come on, fish. Well, you want to try it? We've gone 2 hours here. Let's do it. All right, I'll be right back. 1 second.